Yo guys, I'm Yellow, a Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, here running around with a yellowish AK on Array here. I played this game the other day and I had a good time, so I figured I should re-record the demo file, replay stuff from the theater mode, because that's a thing which is going to get reintroduced in Black Ops 3. So let's talk about that game, but also skins and microtransactions and microtransactions in general, because yeah, they are all connected when you talk about the newest game, in which I'll give you just a quick rating towards the newest Call of Duty game from a PC perspective, considering I got 4.5k hours of Call of Duty in my past playtime. Alright, so I would rate the campaign something like 3.5 out of 10 or something, like approximately. It's not really looking that good, also because of how on PC it performed like ass, just like with the two previous campaigns that I tried to play of Call of Duty. So not really worth the time, and on top of that, it's poorly managed and poorly adapted to anybody's machine, which is kind of sucky, but then again, nobody really cared about the campaign, right? In general, at least. In which the zombie experience, I would rate that like 7 out of 10. It could perform better in general, but the experience is so demanding, I've seen from the past, in which it's a really fun experience, and with the former staff people of the Crazy Carnage in the zombie experience being back as the main guys, that is something to look forward to waste time with, from my perspective at least. And then we got the multiplayer. I'm going to rate that something like 6.5 or 7 out of 10. That is especially also with the contrast from every aspect of the game versus like CSGO, which currently is the leading game on PC in this realm. And what I'm alluding to is that I would actually rate the game way lower if you did not have the wall running from Mirror's Edge and the XYZ axis jetpack exosuit craziness movement stuff from Advanced Warfare, in which was a really nice addition towards Call of Duty in general. Without all of that kind of stuff, and also without smaller maps and without an in-between frame rate, I'm actually surprised of how good the frame rate is with the new Black Ops 3 game. Yeah, would not really be getting that high of a score from me. So that is just my general verdict. I mean, I could go way further into detail, talking about like how there is mouse acceleration and how you still have to adjust settings and shit, and how the field of view could still be bigger and or at least be more adjustable. But then again, that is not really worth my time. So let's rather talk about my biggest deal breaker with Call of Duty games as of late. All right, so it goes essentially like this. In Modern Warfare 3, I was diving into the hacking forums because I was heavily invested in the PC version. I wanted to know what hacks are out there to educate myself on exactly what could fuck me over, because I really enjoyed to take up the challenge of facing cheaters and see how good I could perform against people that are literally doing inhuman things. Now, reckon I was really shit at the game at that time, but still, I learned a lot. You got fucking hacks that make all the opponents that you see complete fucking purple or pink, easy to see and thus easier to aim at. You got skins that you can change for your weaponry, which I found to be incredibly awesome, especially in the Black Ops 1, even though again I saw that later after Modern Warfare 3. And aside from that, you also got trigger bot, aimbot, and all that kind of shit, but I never touched that. Obviously I don't have a VAC ban, I never got any reason to get one either. But the point though is that from that experience, I learned that, yeah, go figure, there are skins. There are fucking skins that you can change in Modern Warfare 3. So I made a couple of older videos that I've taken down about such things, in which it would never really trigger a VAC ban, and on top of that, I never really impacted the game, you know, running around with an MP5 that had yellow twists on itself, or running around with a G36G or whatever it's called, with like yellow flares on it, which looked fucking sexy as hell, by the way. Yeah, not really gonna get VAC banned by that, and I'm not really breaking any rules. I mean, look at CSGO. Everybody got a fucking skin right now, so I mean, come on. But the point, though, is that that realm, that thing, that being a thing, 1 year later, go figure, you see it as DLC in the game. And here is where the disconnect of skins or DLCs in general, or microtransactions in general, this is where my disconnect appeared, alright? So if I know that I'm going to buy, or I want to buy something that looks really good in a game, whether or not it's a map, it's an extra experience expansion that is like an experience, it's like a smaller part of the game or an extension of the game experience, or if it's gonna be a good looking skin, if I know that that is going to get restricted from me in a specific set amount of time, or it's gonna be completely worthless or super outdated and not fun to even take or pick up, or the value is going to decrease significantly in 1 year exactly, that is a serious deal breaker for me. That is like where the disconnect landed for me, which means that, you know, if you want to feel like buying some kind of skin bullshit for the new Call of Duty game, or if you want to buy a lot of those cases for the Advanced Warfare, whatever the hell you feel like, go ahead. I won't really look down upon your decision right there. However, to me, that just doesn't fly anymore, because the satisfaction of just owning a skin in, for example, CSGO for multiple years, in which the value increased significantly, people on the market are trading it, it actually have some kind of story, it was designed by the community and thus implemented into the game. These things you don't fucking get with Call of Duty. Like, they don't exist. There aren't community maps in Call of Duty except for the PC versions that get dev kits and shit. And with that, like, there's so much of the extra experience in the longer run that makes the game so much less personal. And that in itself is like the core of where I'm not going to play the last Call of Duty game, except for maybe the zombie experience when I get the time eventually, in which you go ahead and do whatever the hell you feel like. If you are one of those guys that enjoy arcade-like shooters more than competitive shooters, you should probably stick with Call of Duty. But if not, if you evolved a lot more than just that, and you really enjoy competitive gaming, but also you enjoy to slowly, over a longer amount of time, build up an inventory and such, and actually get yourself a serious track record of skill to any degree, CSGO is probably the game for you. On top of the game actually performing like, I don't know, 5 to 10 times better on PC in general. But hey, it's been out there for that multitude of time longer compared to Call of Duty games on the PC as well. At least that single edition, right? So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something about the microtransactions, the making or breaking of why I'm not going to buy the last Call of Duty game, and yeah, such things. Here are 2 related videos. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.